Alright boys, so it is time to see an amazing comeback, and this is like one of those anime style comeback plays. This guy, Osama Bin Laden, playing some synchros, he's going to go off like crazy. And this guy's going to take his little 25-cent cubic cards and just destroy his opponent. Johnny Fundax over here, going to be showing who's boss of the gym. And I feel like this would have been a great promotional for the movie. Like this replay, Konami, if you guys want to use it to promote cubics, feel free. But anyways, this guy, again, is going to be making an insane board. But just watch what the cubics could do, because I feel like cubics, the movie, it came out, no one really talking about cubics. I don't think that they're that bad. Plus, I know a lot of you guys hate the Link monsters. Don't worry. Cubics, they don't really need to revolve around Link monsters, as you guys will see in this version of a deck over here. We already see Quasar, level Eater. You know what's going to get dirty over here, and he's got a Soul Charge. Wow, dude, you think that this guy is going to win the game, but you'd be wrong over here. Otherwise, it would have been replay. I probably had 69 replays already of a Soul Charge Quasar play, but he doesn't even need Soul Charge over here because he ran out of time, but nonetheless, he was still going to be making an amazing field. There's still Stardust, Spark Dragon, Cypher, Super Saiyan, level 69. And then we got Shooting Quasar Dragon, and then he's got another 2 monsters out on board. But we're going to be using a new card, Foolish Burial of Belongings. That's like the only expensive card in it, and it's not like that expensive of a secret when you compare, to Zodiac cards. But anyways, he's going to go ahead and place those cubic counters on his opponent's stuff, and then it's going to negate all of their effects. He's going to attack once. He's going to activate the effect to attack again, but it got its effect negated via the other card. So now, both players are going to take 3,000 damage at the end. So that's really dirty. So he just OTK'd. His opponent made a Stardust, Spark Dragon, Super Saiyan, and a Quasar Dragon, and he still lost. Get wrecked. Osama Bin Laden, but that name is so good. Anyways, I know a lot of you guys want to mess around with this deck profile because it's a cheap deck, and if you guys are not a fan of Link monsters, this could be an excellent deck for you. So anyways, let's get into the deck profile. So anyways, first off, I'm just gonna explain like the basic core combo of the deck that was shown off here, because it's not a bad combo. Like, you can destroy your opponents really hard. You guys saw it. He boosted it up to gain a bunch of attack. But anyways, let's go over it. So first off, we have 3 copies of Crimson Nova. This is the card that you guys saw. It actually has another bonus effect, which is kind of nice. So anyways, you special summon by revealing 3 cubic cards in your hand with different names. It can be special summoned by other ways. And anyways, it's unaffected by other monsters' activated effects whose original attack is 3,000 or less. So you have kind of some protection when the card comes out in the first place. Because, Drancia, not the best card when it has, no attack when this guy comes out up on the board. But you're going to be negating all their effects anyways, which we'll get into in a second. Next up, we got 3 copies of Duja. So this just lets you send a cubic card. It's like a Foolish Burial for the cubics, which we also have more copies of now with the new card, Foolish Burial of Belongings. Next up, we have 2 copies of Summer Monk. You would play 3 if you could, but it just helps you out with the Duja play over there. So that's like the basic combo over here. Next up, we got in Doria Death Bolt. This is a Digimon. Don't even worry about that guy. Next up, we got Buster Gandalf. Another one of the Digimons. Don't worry about it. It's just another cubic cards you can reveal. I mean, they do have effects, but I just really wanted to explain like the core concept of the little combo here. And then we got General Gale, the Cubic Emperor. And then we've got 3 copies of VGM. This card is basically used to stall, and so it can't be destroyed by battle at the end of damage type. This card battled an opponent's monster. You can place it in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell card. If you do, place 1 cubic monster on that, place 1 cubic counter on the opponent's monsters. Monsters with cubic counters cannot attack, and it also negates their effects. If this card is treated as a continuous spell by this effect during your main phase, you can re-special summon card. Really annoying card to deal with. It's basically a stall monster. Next up, we have 3 copies of Cubic Aura. This is basically what enables you to just destroy your opponent, and this is a card that you guys are going to be sending to the graveyard with the whole Foolish Burial of Belongings, as well as the other card, Duja, the Cubic Meteor device. So, anyways, so you target a cubic monster and 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. You can double your attack, and then their attack becomes half its current attack. And then you can banish this card from your graveyard, which is the main effect over here. Then target face-up monsters your opponent controls equal to the number of those banished cubic monsters. So you banish this in addition to cubic monsters, and then you get to place counters depending on how many cubic cards monsters that you banish. And then they can't attack and it negates their effects. So it's basically, I can negate all your monsters and they also can't attack. Pretty good effect if you ask me. And then we got 3 copies of Foolish Burial of Belongings, so you can send this card to the grave. Next we got Monster Gate Reason, because you just want to dump your cubics, basically Infernoids. And then we got Upstart Goblin, because who cares about extra 1,000 life points when you're going to be like ODKing them like crazy. Then we got Fusion Substitute. You can make the Crimson Nova Trinity the Dark Cubic Wicked Deity. Oh man, that's a really long name. And then we got 2 copies of Monster Incarnation, usually to get back your Crimson Nova if you send it to the graveyard. We got Recurring Nightmare because, you know, check out their defense. Oh, wow, a lot of them with 0s. That's pretty good. And then we got 3 copies of Magical Mallet. It's a cheesy oriented deck. Then we got Dark Fusion to make this. It requires 3 Crimson Nova, the Dark Cubic Lord. And then we have 2 copies of Twin Twister, 3 copies of Cubic Karma. So once it's activated, you get to target a cubic monster you control except for VJam, and then send any number of VJam, the cubic seed from your hand and or deck to the graveyard. The monster gets 800 attack for each, even if this card that leaves the field. And then during your opponent's turn, if VJam, the cubic seed is special summoned by the effect of a cubic monster, you can send this card to the graveyard. If you do, you can just half your opponent's life points. And you guys know, halving your opponent's life points and then burning for 3,000, and you can attack twice. It's already been game, but like it's extra like icing on the cake. Disrespect your opponent. And then we have 3 copies of Cubic Combination, so it lets you fusion summon a Cubic monster from your extra deck using from your hand. If a face-up Cubic monster is destroyed by battle or leaves the field, you can banish the card from your graveyard to special summon a level 4 little Cubic monster from your hand or deck. You need to ignore its summoning conditions, and if you do, it can't be destroyed by battle or by card effects this turn. So again, it lets you kind of stall out. But anyways, it was a really cool deck. I love that username, Osama Bin Laden. But thanks for the deck. It was really fun. Oh, for the extra deck, we'll mouse over real quick because we got triple copy of Crimson Nova, and then we got Star Venom Fusion Dragon, 2 copies of Utopia Lightning, and 2 copies of the Vanilla Utopia, and number 101. You guys obviously can add in your other cards. I would recommend you guys to add, I guess, whatever you really want, but definitely add in Castile. I think that's like one of the coolest rank 4s in the game. Really helps out against cheesy little things. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and if you enjoyed the vid, make sure you guys give a like button, a titty slap to see more 1000 Degree Knife videos, and I'm signing out.